Hey everybody, so I'm here back in the beautiful city of Cudahy in spite of the unbeautiful city council. So everyone needs to know this. The city of Cudahy did not have a city council meeting for 2 months. From October the 10th until December the 10th. They did not have a meeting. That is a violation of government code. I'm going to be filing a government action, a government claim against the city of Cudahy. When it's rejected, if they reject it, if they're foolish enough to reject it, then I'm going to pursue a lawsuit because I, as a citizen, have a right to attend a public meeting. They have no right to withhold access to public meetings and not have them for the city. So here we go. We're going to City Hall. So here we are at the city of Cudahy. I'm here. I'm going to file a government claim against the city. Why? Because the city council did not have a meeting for 2 months. And by government code, I'm going to get that in a sec here. Per the government code, it is specifically, we're looking at government statute 36805, California Government Code. City councils must have at least one meeting a month. And the city of Cudahy did not do that. Specifically for the month of November, they did not have one meeting. So I'm filing a government claim. This is unconscionable that they refuse to do this. So here we go. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to try to. So basically, City Council refused to hold a public City Council meeting as required by law. They held no meeting for 2 months. Violation of Government Code 36805. Oh, and guess what? I have a letter from the Public Integrity Division slamming them for this. They told me that I had to seek a civil remedy because it's not a criminal matter. So I have the letter too to let them know. Mr. Iglesias knows me very well. I filed a previous claim. That claim expired. They said they didn't take any action on it because I didn't submit it within the 6-month time frame. So I accepted that. I didn't pursue that matter. But this is within because the starting date of non-compliance with this statute began October the 10th. So we do the math. November, December, January, February, March. So I have to April the 10th. And so here I am about 2 months early. So they cannot say that I haven't filed it in time. So here we are. Let me just read the DA's letter. We are in receipt of your November 27th email to the Public Integrity Division. You have complained that the Cudahy City Council has canceled 3 meetings in a row. I was informed that a city council must hold at least one public meeting per month. Government Code Section 36805 does in fact state that the city council shall hold regular meetings at least once a month at times fixed by ordinance or resolution. However, the enforcement and scheduling and cancellation of city council meetings is a civil matter. Our office prosecutes violations of criminal penal code. We appreciate your concern. We are unable to take action on this matter. We cannot advise you on available remedies. So this is going to be my first remedy. Yeah, that's fine. Just keep it rolling. You never know, something might happen. Someone's coming?
Yeah.
Oh, Richard isn't here?
Richard isn't here. He wants to put it here. So we might, but
okay, that's fine. I'll stay over here.
Yeah, so whatever.
We're still going? Okay, good. So it's good for us to also record, the length of time. So, yeah, and here's the other thing I want to share with the public. I'm really disappointed. The entire city, nobody on the city council did anything. Nobody in the city, to my knowledge, did anything. I'm like, I waited. I was trying to be respectful. But for me, it's like we have a civic duty as citizens. And it just, to me, just goes to show, this is a sanctuary city, and you see the lawlessness which is pervasive. You have a government bureaucracy which is unaccountable. You have elected officials who are unaccountable. The idea that they could have 2 meetings, that 2 months could go by without a meeting is just ridiculous. And they thought they could get away with it. And I've had enough. This is wrong. You my point of contact? Yes. You're the deputy? Okay, I'm filing this government. Just to let you know, I do have a letter now from the DA's office. The city didn't meet for 2 months, and you're aware of that. I'm not putting blame on your shoulders, but I am one of the city manager and the city council. I have a witness written down on that. That's fine. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. And what is it, 10 days they have to respond? Yes. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I try not to spread the blame onto everybody. You know, some people just happen to be in the midst of a mess. There was a really good city clerk before Richard. Her name was Ms. Valdivia. She was part-time, and then she ended up retiring. I don't blame her. I mean, it's just absolutely dysfunctional in this city. It's just ridiculous.
Amen.
And I can only hope we can put an end to this nonsense. So, you know, I hold the entire city council accountable. You know, any one of them should have taken up steps on this, or should have, you know, and what's the excuse? One argument might be, oh, well, you know, we didn't have money. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You have responsibility. How about not spending money on grants or these consultants who are friends of yours? Or how about not wasting money on frivolous pensions and benefits for, you know, every public worker because you don't, you know, respect their work, but at the same time don't respect the taxpayers? That's a big problem. And there's a lot of ways they could have saved money or spent their money more judiciously, and they refuse to do it. So they have no excuse. They are required to have at least one meeting a month, and they didn't have a month the entire month of November. And again, I'm really disappointed that city managers, city council members, none of them took a step up on this. I was really frustrated.
Did they cancel these meetings without explanation?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And I have downloaded every single cancellation. I have also done a snippet of the website so they can't cover their tracks.
Right.
I understand that there's a lot of corruption in Los Angeles County, so sometimes it's up to us to take the step and do something. Right. I also understand the City of Cudahy is drastically running out of money. You know, I mentioned how they spend it on everything but the essentials for the city. I think they have about $400,000 left.
Ouch.
And they want to bring pot. And I don't think pot shops are going to recoup their funding here. When you have a lot of people who are dead set opposed, they even shut down a pot shop on Atlantic. It was about two storefronts down from someone's home.
Outrageous.
It is outrageous. People having to live with pot down the street. I remember seeing the junior ROTC officer. He's like a 13-year-old boy speaking at the podium. We don't want pot. The 13-year-old says this.
Right.
And they don't care.
An average citizen.
An average citizen.
Son of an average citizen.
Son of a citizen in this city doesn't want pot. And the business climate is tough. I've heard from, you know, store owners. I mentioned to you in another city how you have gangs who like harass a bar. They were harassing a bar owner, and they basically said, you know, we want 60%.
Wow.
And the bar owner says, "Here's the keys. I'm leaving."
That still happens in modern society.
Yeah, this
Outrageous.
is not acceptable. It's just unbelievable. And of course, there's the numerous Brown Act violations they've done in the past. They were trying to evade public meeting laws. We had the city attorney interrupting me repeatedly in one meeting. People are just getting routinely, just like what happened to me in Huntington Park,
Right.
being thrown out for no reason. They are routinely doing this to residents in the city of Cudahy. They're just looking for any excuse to call someone out of order and then eject them. So we're waiting for the...
What did the chief of police state as your reason for being ejected from this meeting?
So you're talking about...
Huntington Park.
Okay, so I'm going to stick to Cudahy for now.
Okay.
We'll do another video on Huntington Park later. But it's just important. I hope that what we're doing will start encouraging other people in this city
Amen.
and in other cities to start taking matters into their own hands. This isn't as hard as I feared. What do you do? It's like when your kid misbehaves, you have to give them a consequence.
Corrections.
There has to be corrections. And we have these little children on the city council. I mean, it's just astonishing. You know, it's that verse in Ecclesiastes, you know, woe to the land whose prince is a child. We're in one right now.
There you have it. There you have it.
I just don't know what we can do to inform. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, folks, so here it is. There's the timestamp. Done. Okay. Remember, the violation began October the 10th, so they can't say to me that you're not within the statute. This is within the 6 months. I'm seeking unknown damages, but at least nominal. This is a punitive measure, and that's the way it is. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and